mention the EpiPen?
You did. You did mention the EpiPen.
I have inhalers too.
Get on your feet. Get up and make it happen. Get on your feet.
This past weekend, RJ and I went to visit our friends Gary and Mana Hess. We met them through Lisa Stanley, who you heard on Ledge. And they're great people. They have a beautiful family. They're very educated. They're fun to be around. Smart people. They're great to be around.
I have to look serious.
Yeah.
Okay. One more. There it is.
I'm getting depressed.
I got my inside my mouth.
Okay.
But lurking back there in that beautiful, beautiful forest that you just saw is a bee farm. That's right, Gary and Mana are beekeepers, and they invited us to come look at their farm, tour it, and get up close and personal with the bees.
Yeah, because it's so bright outside. Oh, mother of God.
What, is it a bee?
There's a bee.
I don't think they actually smell fear. They do emit a pheromone when they sting. That is an attack pheromone. So once one stings, they can summon others.
That's
with
malicious.
Pheromone.
That's
yes,
really
you
malicious.
will note that there will be a recruitment of more people to come sting.
I mean, if we get stung, it'll make for a good video.
Right, yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, oh yeah, I will be.
I assume
I'm
like
a child, so.
I assume the camera would like drop and it'd be like those reality TV shows where it gets
Yeah,
like
where
alternate.
like you just
It'd be
hear
like
us running away,
Blair
but
Witch.
don't run.
Yeah.
Don't run.
No, don't run. I told them not to run. You may walk quickly with purpose, but do not run. Or flail. There's Cedar Dad. That one's yours.
You can drive down.
You want me to drive?
Yeah, you can drive.
Do you want to explain any of this stuff before we get down there?
Please.
Oh, you want me to explain this stuff before we go?
Doctor.
Doctor. Let's see. What are my credentials? I graduated from the illustrious Northwestern High School in 1989. many moons ago. And then I went on to Ohio State, where I got a bachelor's of science in animal science in the College of Agriculture. And then I moved on to the University of California, Davis, where I got a master's in animal science and then also a PhD. And I studied puberty in stallions, to be specific. And then I got knocked up by that guy. We were married. And we decided then, after we had Ava, to leave California, because it is a little crazy. We liked it there, but it's way expensive and the people are a little different. Their idea of, when they asked where I lived, and I would tell them I was originally from Ohio, they would ask me, is that where you grow potatoes? And I said, no, that's Idaho. And then they're like, well, is it where they have a lot of corn? And I'm like, we do have a lot of corn, but I think you're thinking of Iowa. They had a real difficult time with any of the states that started with vowels. So, because the world ends at Vegas, right, according to them. But anyhow, so we moved back. My dad was actually sick at the time too, so we moved back when Ava was 4 months old, and bought the farm from my parents. Built this place about 6 years ago, and decided at that point we needed to do something. We have 40 acres of land that is not able to be farmed in any way because it's hilly and rocky and has no topsoil. Yeah, it's pretty much all ours.
That's truly beautiful.
Thank you, thank you.
That's really beautiful. I can't believe that.
So our options, we thought, were either goats or sheep or llamas or bees. And so we decided to get into bees.
That's
because
interesting.
Of all of the available forage, the invasive honeysuckle, weeds and trees. Yeah, we got weeds and trees.
Let's get down there so I can
Okay.
go in about 45.
So go this way.
Where are we going?
We'll take the long way.
That up there a little.
A little angry? A little angry?
Who's angry? The bees are angry. Oh no. Oh. I am not protected.
It's okay, it's okay. We will stop. We will stop. Let's put our veils on.
Oh, there's so many people here. There's so many bees.
I can't get it. Look, oh my God, help me.
I am not protected.
Mother.
He's just raw dogging it. He is gonna get stung today.
There's a honey flow going on right now. They're all out
Yeah,
bringing
they
in
are
nectar from the locust
busy
trees.
kids today.
Ah,
Which means they're full of nectar, and they're on a mission. They're not aggressive. They're not angry.
well, that's good.
So every foraging bee that you see flying is female. All of the workers are female bees. They're all daughters of the queen that lived inside.
I can hear them.
They're daughters of the American Revolution.
Put your head up next to the blue and pink one there.
I know that's right.
I'm like,
That's beautiful.
no! It's scarier than millions of bees.
That is true.
They.
You want me to open the big one?
You're terrified.
Why don't you open the big one once it's on end?
Watch out, Harry. Now, will I know if I get stung?
Oh yeah.
You'll feel it.
Oh yeah.
That bad?
Yeah, it hurts.
That's a male. The big
yeah,
fat
they're
one.
grown.
Oh wow.
Drone. It's a male. They don't have any stingers.
Yeah, the males are useless. Oh, you're killing it.
No, I'm not killing it. He's fine.
There he is. Wow.
They've already
this is a
packed it
male.
full of honey.
They're called drones. The males don't sting.
It's capped.
That's
So these honeycomb, these cells, you can see here some that are open.
Yeah,
They will cap those too. They put the little wax cap over it when it's at
when
the
there's
right.
honey in it.
Yeah, they also they dehydrate it to the right percentage of water,
Mm-hmm.
so that it'll keep. If it's got too much water in it, it'll ferment. But if they get it dense enough, it won't ferment. It'll keep forever. And once it's ready, they cap it with wax.
Wow.
I'm gonna go show RJ.
Stinger.
I'll give it to Mana.
Have something
Another-
called an endophallus. This is a frame with honey. So the bee in their honey.
They put honey toward the top.
And
They raise the babies in the bottom.
I see.
There's some male larvae. Pupa, actually.
Yeah, I assume they were maggots.
They're bee pupa.
Oh, that's a lot of fucking. Excuse me. That's a lot of bees. Wow.
It's delicious.
These are babies.
Wow.
So these with the brown on the top have already spun a cocoon and made a pupa.
Yeah.
These that are white you can see are larvae, and some of the smaller ones are still eggs. They haven't hatched into larvae yet.
And do you add a yeast?
You add yeast,
You add yeast to that, and the
and if
yeast
you want any flavorings or fruit in there, you can.
Oh, I'm staring the bee right in the
and
face.
the yeast will ferment the sugar that the honey provides and turn it to alcohol.
Bee and I are having a stare down.
Oh,
I'm safe, but it's okay. I'm safe.
you're safe.
I'm safe.
You're good.
I'm safe in this.
I'm the only one with shorts.
I know that's the only thing that's probably. I mean, I would be intimidated if I just had shorts on too. I have to admit.
I'm actually really proud of these things for not stinging me so far. But I'm stepping back.
Knock the colonies down and steal the honey, but honestly the bears are not necessarily after the honey, they're after the developing larvae. They like grub worms essentially, so they eat the larvae.
Wow.
More so.
Now the sound is truly beautiful. I thought I was scared, but it's a beautiful sound.
It is, and you know, it's interesting because the more you get used to it, this is a happy sound. You can tell because
When they
it's
get
just
angry.
kind of a low
Yeah.
hum. When they get mad, it ratchets up, and you can just hear it. They're like, "Nee," and you're like, "Oh shit!"
Like what?
That's what's happening over here, my friends.
And they're like,
Oh no.
these are all either swarms that we've captured from other places, or some we've gotten, like we have bought queens or had queens supplied to us. Like some of these that have specific labels on them. This is a queen that's actually one of our queens that we sent to Purdue University. We work in conjunction with a professor at Purdue where they do instrumental insemination, so like AI essentially, but with bees. So they have specific lines that they collect the bee semen from, and then our queen got inseminated. They sent us back to her, so we know that that's who this is.
Okay.
And so we do have some colonies that are specifically almost like research colonies because
see.
you know there's an involvement with Purdue with those.
I've gotten a bit more brave.
Yeah, that's good.
But
Now,
I'm still honestly really truly terrified.
Now, so when does it? Now, can they recruit bees to their? Or is this just always going to be this amount of bees?
You know what?
Standing over here.
There's not going to be any new bees that come in from like this hive. We're not going to have bees from this hive try to move into this hive.
Okay.
Because honestly, once they establish that this is their hive, there are bees that are called guard bees, and they'll stand at the door, and unless you smell right, unless you belong to this
Oh.
hive, they're not going to let you in the door.
What's
That's
the
beautiful.
life cycle of a bee?
What's the?
This is a small starter hive for the year.
Okay.
So I'm just checking on how they're doing. I split them off a few weeks ago. They had a new queen in there. She should be laying soon. I'm looking to see if there's evidence that she's laying any eggs. Maybe I'll see her, but also looking to see if she's laying any eggs.
Why is it important to find the queen?
There is the queen. She's the one with the black.
Oh, I see. I see. Now, did you color her black, or she just is black?
She is black. I'm going to get her and try to color her yellow.
Oh, okay. I would like to see that. Now, how do you get her without the other bees being like, "Oh God, our queen"? Oh,
Just grab her by the wings. We put her in a little marking tube.
a marking tube. Wow.
Yep. Now I've got her and I can mark her abdomen.
I see.
I don't know if you can see her well. That's very kind of cloudy.
That's all right. Wow. There she is. And so you could basically crush her if you wanted to.
Yeah, sometimes you can do that.
I can't believe I'm
So-
standing in front of all these
You're
bees.
doing a really good job. So a swarm, kind of the cool thing, the bees are usually really geared towards making wax because they realize that they're in a new house and they're trying to set up home, housekeeping. So you can see on this frame, we have a wax, basically a wax sheet that we put in our frames, and then they build out from that. So anything that looks three-dimensional is wax that the bees have built.
That's interesting.
And so
yeah.
they're making their own honeycomb. And those little colorful dots are pollen,
Wow.
because they store the pollen in the honeycomb as well.
Wow.
Let me see if I can find a queen.
Now, what would piss these bees off?
You coming up and like dumping the box over,
That's what it,
that sort of thing.
I
Really
mean, I would think they would
disrupting
get.
it.
I would think they would get mad at you like picking them up.
No, they're usually pretty okay with this.
So what are you doing right now? That's like, are you just looking at them?
I'm just looking at them. I'm sort of just checking to see what they've been doing. They obviously are making a lot of wax right now, which
Yeah.
is great. They're starting to store honey. On this frame, you can see the capped area where they've capped that honey because they're trying to save it for winter.
Why are they not freaking
And then as I go further towards the middle, I'm going to be able to find where the queen's been laying eggs. They usually rear the babies in the middle of the hive because they can keep it warm and regulate the temperature.
So is a new?
easier.
How often is a new queen born?
Well, a queen in the wild can live anywhere up to 3, 4, 5 years
Wow.
if she's healthy. But if she emits a queen pheromone, and if the queen pheromone starts to diminish, they realize that, and then they will raise a new queen.
Now, why are they not freaking out that their queen's missing?
It takes them a while. They can still smell her in there. It takes
Okay.
them a little while to recognize that she's gone and respond.
Now, how is this safe to color this bee with ink?
If you just
with
get
paint?
her on the back of her abdomen, it would just be like putting paint on the back
Okay,
of your
okay.
back. So it's not on a part of her that's critical to anything. There's no glands in there or anything.
Okay.
And get her. Whoop.
Ah, that was
Let it dry.
that was just a little dot.
Our queen's probably dry.
And mad.
She is laying though. That's good. She started laying. She's young. So I only put her in here a few weeks ago, right after she was emerged out of her cocoon. But she's been out. She's had her mating flight. So you can see her
There
now.
she- oh, yeah.
I can see
Yeah,
her. The
that's
bright
easy.
yellow
Yeah.
dot.
Oops. This way. It's hard to see in this mask.
Yes.
There we go. There it is. There she blows. There
They're
it is.
taking care of her. See, they're forming a ring around her?
Yeah, because they're like, oh God, are you okay?
Look, she might have ducked over. Lost her. I saw her and then I lost her. Come on, sis. Oh my goodness.
Ah, shit. I
Did you
think I
get
got stung, yeah.
Uh-oh.
Do you think they're gonna keep stinging?
Fuck. Okay. Why don't you? Go ahead. Head over that way. I think RJ just got stung.
Oh.
God save the queen.
So that is her court. That's what we call it, her court. Taking care of her. They feed her. They're massaging her. If you look at the ones massaging her back with
Yeah,
their
I see
antennas,
that.
they're trying to get her to go lay eggs.
They're trying to get her to squirt eggs right now.
Yeah, to get back to laying. That's her job. Everybody has a job, including the queen.
Ow! Ow. Where am I safe?
Everybody has a job, including the queen. Queen's probably the hardest working bee.
Oh.
You got stung?
Really? Don't bring your bees with you. They're gonna sting me.
I'm sorry.
This one needs more frames. We have frames. This is just specifically because the drones are larger. The comb that
Ew.
the bees make
That doesn't look very
is
beautiful.
bigger. No, they've kind of tore it down. They'll probably build it back out again. The comb's actually built bigger, and sometimes you can put foundation in there that has a footprint that they'll specifically only make for drones.
Okay.
If we want to make a lot of males, we'll put this drone comb in there so that she lays eggs to make males. So the cool thing, drones are the result of an unfertilized egg.
I see.
Worker bees are the result of fertilized eggs.
Oh.
So drones are, if you remember your high school biology,
I don't.
drones are haploid. So it means
Okay,
they
that
only
does sound familiar,
They only
yeah.
have half the number of chromosomes,
Yeah.
as opposed to diploid, which is the worker bees, and they have
Yeah.
2 sets of chromosomes, which is kind of crazy. But that's how the sex differentiate. There's no like X and Y chromosome
Right.
for sex differentiation. There's like all kinds of crazy.
Oh no.
I had the other night. Somebody made frames while I was out there.
Oh. That's right, because just keeping the children alive is not good enough.
Uh-oh.
I'm fighting words.
I could tell.
Realize that we're just here to help. And some of them, like, there's more aggressive tendencies in some lines of bees, you know, which is not good. So between that and all the other crap that's going on, that's really the root cause of the whole colony collapse is the mites, the habitat loss, the increased use in chemicals as far as pesticides and herbicides and stuff like that. I didn't look to see if
She wasn't
Laying.
mated yet. No,
she wasn't mated.
She wouldn't have had time to.
She's just really
I
okay.
just call them Saturday,
Oh, okay.
Sunday.
Sunday.
And she wasn't mated.
Okay. That's hard to tell.
And with the stomping of the embers, it was time for us to leave Caramore Farms, or at least the bee portion. There was still some wine to taste, and we weren't going to miss out on that, especially after getting stung.
You know, you can order.
I want one of those. How can I order one?
I don't remember where he got them. It came with like a growler too, that I need to take someplace and get filled with beer. But we make our own beer too. So.
You make your own beer too?
We do. We make our own beer as well.
A little bit of lunch.
I do.
It's almost 5. It's a little bit of dinner, isn't it?
Sure, I'll have
It's a little bit of whatever. Just eat something.
That's really delicious. Sweet.
Here's to health, family,
Yes.
Donald Trump 2020.
Do you want some better bread?
You don't like it?
He loves it.
I
what do you
love it.
mean?
Wait, how do you feel?
It's the alcohol of it, honestly. Club crack. Oh, you're gonna give us cheese and everything.
Crackers, because you know, if not, somebody's gonna end up falling on their face.
Is it like 20? Is it like 90 proof alcohol?
I'm trying to remember what the alcohol percentage is. Gary would know.
Oh, the wine?
It's made me 15 years
90.
older than I would be drinking this, but I can't right now.
But you can't.
I
Right
do.
now. I know.
It's not. It's you don't want. It's not. Alcohol's nasty.
Yeah.
It really is.
You don't have to do that much
Yeah.
more.
It's pretty good.
All right.
Thanks for having us.
See you later.
Yeah. Y'all come back now, you hear? That's beautiful.
They're honestly my best friends.
That's
Emotional.
wow. I feel really beloved.
We needed this. We really needed this.
They're still waving.
Of course.
Honk at them.
Is unfiltered.
So don't.
Means is don't
Yeah.
dump it fast. Just in your thing. When you pour it slow into a glass. Don't drink it out of the bottle. Pour it into a glass.
What are you trying to? It's not filtered. What does that have to do with anything?
It's gonna have sediment.
It's got sediment in it.
bottom.
You sounded so mad.
Well, because I was so.
What does that mean?
I was so
You
confused.
idiots.
I was. So, I didn't mean it like
Speak
that.
English.
I was. Yeah. I was genuinely so confused. I was like, why does it matter if
So-
it's unfiltered?
Because you're gonna end up